at the end of the day, this is what has to happen. Whatever allowed this to continue for this long, whatever structure was in place, has to be wiped off, cleaned off the face of the earth, and make sure that the safe valves and safety measures put in place to make sure this sort of overwhelming scope can never be talked about again, because there's no reason for this to ever go on. Coming up, you'll hear from an Olympic gold medalist, a victim of Masters, who says that she and her mother told people working with USA Gymnastics, and nothing happened. We'll get to that in a minute.
We're going to talk about the safety in your home and protect what matters with the ADT Safer, Smarter New Year's sales event. For a limited time, get an ADT Security Starter Kit, everything you need to get started with ADT Pulse, including a security panel, keypad, motion sensor, and 2 entry sensors. Plus, there's an indoor camera and key fob, all of it professionally installed for just $49, which means you're going to save $599 and have that confident feeling of safety at your home. Visit ADT.com/podcast, but the offer does expire January 21st.
Requires 36-month monitoring contract. USP and Easy Pay. Activation and early termination fees apply. Certain markets excluded. Licenses available at ADT.com. Florida F0001121. Louisiana F1639. Upside.com. Making 2018 a year all business travelers get the better travel experience they deserve. Upside.com. You know what happened on 9/11. 19 men attacked our country. Well, the View will be the first to fight back. Now discover the untold story of what happened. We take that sin, then we triple Bin Laden. The producer of Black Hawk Down.
Our boys are going to ride into battle on horseback. Let's roll, boys. Let's roll.
No reinforcements. No distraction. We're on the road. I'll follow you anywhere. One thing I know this is Slow Strong in theaters tomorrow. Rated R. Under 17, not a minute without parent.
When your battery goes dead, everything can come to a stop. Don't take a chance on getting stranded. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get your battery tested free of charge. If your battery does need to be replaced, O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find the exact Superstart battery that fits your car or truck at a guaranteed low price. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hey, listen up. Make plans now. The party is at the Steel Pub Championship Sunday. It's the Patriots and the Jags at 3, followed by the Eagles and the Vikings. But the party starts at noon. ESPN Radio is hosting a block pool party event at the pub. The first 100 people before each game will get a free block. And if your numbers match up, you can win some great prizes, including sweet tickets for George Thorogood and other sweet tickets to shows at the Sands Bethlehem Event Center, rounds of golf and carts and lunch at Woodstone Country Club, gift certificates for food and beverage you can use that day, and lots of other great prizes. There will be a raffle at halftime of both games for other prizes from Banco Beverage and ESPN Radio of the Lehigh Valley. And listen to this, half-price wings and Miller Lite drafts for only $2 all day. There's plenty of big screens, plenty of parking. See you Sunday at the Steel Pub, Polk Street in Bethlehem. Get more information on their Facebook page or at ESPNLV.com.
This is ESPN Radio of the Lehigh Valley, 1160, 1230, and 1320.
That's not true. That's about 3-4 years. So you think I
think it's a well motivated to play. Maybe they can help something.
Take a moment to take a deep breath and ask yourself, what was life like 4 years ago compared to what it is now?
Right, that was a long time ago.
Come on, bro. Come on, Darryl. Come on, man. You're my brother. You better than that. You know. 4 years ago. Come on.
The Stephen A. Smith Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Is LeVar Ball's parenting skills equal to Stugatz?
My daughter was asking me, why do they play in Lithuania? Why not college? I said, college doesn't pay, and this place does. And their dad sent them to this place so they can get paid. And she's like, why would you choose not to get paid?
I know. Look at how this looks from the viewpoint of kids.
She's so moved.
She's on Levitar show with the Stugatz.
Yeah, she is you, dude.
Proud of her.
On ESPN Radio and ESPNU.
Two of the best in college basketball square off in a Big 12 blockbuster. It's Rock Chalk Jayhawks. Championship DNA right here. Those disgruntled phenoms, Trae Young. This is a Sonic blockbuster. Number 10 Kansas takes on number 4 Oklahoma Tuesday at 7 Eastern on ESPN.
Stugats. Join us Wednesday. Chris Sims is going to join us to tell us his 45th best quarterback in the NFL. It's a big day. It's the Dan Le Batard Show with me, Stugats. That's a Wednesday on ESPN Radio.
On the latest fantasy-focused baseball podcast, the awesome Tristan Cockross and I discuss the offseason moves that have and have not happened. Tristan's top overall picks, Miguel Cabrera not among them, plus your many great hash browns.
All right, as we continue here on Gold Can Win Go, time for tweets, and we're talking about the story that's unfolding in this 4-day trial with Larry Nassar, who will go to jail for the rest of his life, as long as that's going to be. He'll never be seen from or heard from again. But a lot of people have weighed in on what's going on, and the outpouring over the number of victims that are speaking. 98 women are either going to speak or submit written statements over this 4-day period. And people are weighing in, including Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, Michaela Maroney, who was a gold medal winner in gymnastics, in 2016 received a settlement from USA Gymnastics to keep allegations that she was sexually abused by team doctor Larry Nassar a secret. And she took the settlement of $1.25 million, and if she were to testify and speak about this, she could be fined upwards of $100,000 or more for that. And Chrissy Teigen came out and said she will gladly pay the fine, gladly pay that money if Michaela Maroney wants to speak out at this hearing. That she'll pay the fine. So, and as it turns out, it seems that Michaela, a lot of people say, oh, she took the hush money, but she needed the money for therapy and things she needed to go through.
Was struggling to pay the bills in large part because of the repercussions of dealing with this trauma and the ramifications that it had for her life. So you understand the dire condition that she was in and why this money seemed vital for her at the time, and now puts her in a compromising position, one that Chrissy Teigen and others want to try and help her get out of.
And by the way, yes, it's not just, I mean, Chrissy Teigen put it out there, but several other people said, we'll more than happily pay the fine for you to speak and unburden yourself, for lack of a better term. And I did misspoke, it's not a trial, it's a 4-day sentencing hearing that is undergoing. It started Tuesday and will continue until everyone gets their say. Stay with us. We're coming right back in 10 seconds.
Time for a little bit of Straight Talk, and you're going to hear it here from Allie Rayson, no doubt about it. Straight Talk Wireless, nationwide coverage on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE network.
Okay, so as we're continuing here in Golden and Wingo, we're dealing with the 4-day sentencing hearing of Larry Nassar, who has already been sentenced to 60 years in jail, but pleaded guilty to 10 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct in November. But now they're going through another hearing where he's the prosecutors are looking for up to 125 years in jail added onto his sentence because of the things that he did to so many of people, the young girls with the USA Gymnastics. Allie Raceman, one of the most popular gymnasts in recent memory, was on Outside the Lines and spoke about her experiences.
I told my mom, and then we told USA Gymnastics, and to me, it seemed like they threatened me to be quiet. You know, their biggest priority from the beginning, and still today, is their reputation, the medals they win, and the money they make off of us. I don't think that they care. If they cared, then the second they realized that I was abused, they would have reached out, asked if I needed therapy, asked if I was okay, asked what they could have done, and they would have made a big change. Instead, they allowed Larry to continue to work on little girls in Michigan and molest gymnasts for a very long time. And that's just, I don't know how they sleep at night. I'm so angry that after realizing that we were abused, they let him continue to molest other gymnasts. When they told me there was an investigation going on, they told me to be quiet. And I thought that they were doing the right thing, and I didn't want to tip off the investigation. I trusted them, and I shouldn't have.
You know, it's a situation where everybody can read up on and get all the information you want. We certainly can't cover it all right here. I'll say this to end this particular segment on it, to me, is for those that were culpable and knew and didn't do anything, whatever legally can happen to them, I hope happens to them. Whether it's a school, whether it's an organization, a police department, anybody that hit it or didn't do what they were supposed to do. Now, I hope the full extent of the law can come down on them for that. For those where that's not going to happen, but you know you could have done something and you didn't, man, to look in the mirror, I mean, to me, it's got to be one of the hardest things to do, that you let some scumbag do something like that and get away with it.
Punishing the people involved in this is the right thing to do. I would hope that for the young women that were victims in all of this, that it gives them some semblance of peace amidst a life that has had to include a lot of hell. The thing I worry about going forward is going back to what you said, Trey, the idea of eviscerating the current system and creating an environment to where this is no longer possible. We said that after Penn State. We said that after Baylor. At what point do we acknowledge that the environment around sports, where there is so much at stake, breeds places where this can happen? And until we address the way that we all view that as individuals throughout that system, no matter what fail-safes we try and put in place, when personal accountability gets trumped by this desire to have success at these organizational levels, we leave ourselves open and vulnerable to stuff like this, and you just pray to God that you can keep it from happening on this scale again.
Well, that's the whole thing. Look, and what happens going forward is going to be the most compelling and interesting part of this for me, because according to the great job that John Barr and the folks at Outside the Lines and Murphy have done, USA Gymnastics never informed Nassar's employer at the time, Michigan State, about the circumstances surrounding his resignation, and he continued to treat patients in Michigan until he was fired by the school in 2016. So the tentacles going forward, you know, in any situation like this, no matter, it's who knew what, when did they know, and what did they do when they knew what was happening. And that's going to be the thing going forward.
And you know what's going to be hard about this? The whole system changing and everything we're talking about, at the end of it, I don't care what system you're in, there are human beings running it. Yep. And these human beings will have different agendas, unfortunately, than the safety and well-being of people.
I said, by the way, on this scale, it shouldn't be at all anymore, but obviously as rampant as this was, is terrifying for the many reasons that we've covered.
Absolutely. And that was the Straight Talks, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, nationwide coverage on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks. Both Wingo on ESPN Radio and ESPN News. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. All phone guests will join us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Coming up,
No easy transition, but there just isn't.
There is. When we come back, we'll focus on what's going to happen this Sunday, Conference Championship Sunday. A lot of people say it's the greatest single day in the NFL season. I agree. The chance to go to the Super Bowl. We'll talk to a player who has that opportunity and is making sure his team is respected. That's coming next. Stay with us on Golic and Wakefield. We'll be back.
If you could get rewarded for sleeping, would you? What about for sitting on a bench looking out at the ocean?